is that Spider-Man never needed to define himself by other characters. I hate that Tony gave him the suit, but I made my peace with that.
Because it was such a badass suit, though.
And then in Spider-Man Homecoming, though, it started talking to him and shit. It's basically an Iron Man Spider-Man suit. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. Tony doesn't need to have his dick in everything in these movies. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's when my fucking back finally broke on all the Tony Stark shit. I was like, look, I love Tony Stark. I love Iron Man. I love Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man.
Tony
That
Stank.
is the most perfect casting. But fucking hell, man. Get his dick out of everything in this fucking MCU. Spider-Man never needed to define himself by other characters. He was a kid when he first came out. He was like 15, 16 years old. All other characters that old back then, they were sidekicks. They were sidekicks. Spider-Man stood on his own. Any of us could have been Spider-Man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we didn't need a Tony Stark or a Mr. Fantastic or anything. And Amber, why the hell are you just gliding around? You're not running, you're just floating.
What, really?
What is this?
Take a picture.
She's like gliding around like she's in The Conjuring or some shit.
I am. Mind your business.
It's fucking funny as hell.
See, for me, like I said, Tobey Maguire was old when he played Spider-Man, so he wasn't a believable Peter Parker, but he was a believable Spider-Man. Or he wasn't a... Huh? Anyway.
Got that?
Huh?
Sorry, I just got a random message from somebody.
It was
They're
me.
like, fuck you, Tobey Maguire was great.
No, on my PlayStation message, I think it was one of my friends that was trying to get me to buy A Way Out. But anyway, so for me, he was a little bit too old, and he was just bland as Peter Parker, but he was a good Spider-Man.
Yeah. Find all his toys, write it down there.
And also, like, as you were saying, you like Andrew Garfield.
Right.
To me, Andrew Garfield was too unbelievable as the Spider-Man, but he was better as Peter Parker.
Dude.
See, I
he was a
disagree.
nerd.
Like, that one scene, that very first scene with him and the car thief, his sarcasm and his wit, he was just like, you know, you've got the mind of a true scholar, sir, and he, like, webs the door shut back on him, and he, like, you know, just keeps hitting him with all these remarks. He's like, oh no, my one weakness, knives! You know? Like, Spider-Man's a fucking funny dude.
I love it how in
Spider-Man is the
Spider-Man
original
the
Deadpool.
right, I love it how in the Spider-Man game they kind of make fun of that a little bit with the original comic suit where its suit power is quips, and it's just like, oh no.
Like, I grew up, like when I was growing up, Spider-Man was one of my big five, you know?
Why is this guy griefing me? He's like sitting here, like hitting me with his power hammer. Me and Amber. He's a level 82.
He's hitting you with his power hammer, huh?
Yeah. Or not
Yeah.
power hammer, you know what I mean. It's like a rocket
Well,
hammer.
I was making a joke that you were calling it a power hammer.
The first Fallout game I ever played was Fallout New
Slang for a
Vegas.
penis.
I understand that.
Wow,
Like,
you
like a
serious?
dick.
I'm not gonna fight him for 82 coins.
I don't understand
Yeah,
why
like
he's
the thing.
griefing us.
Like a penis.
But,
You know, the shaft.
we got it.
I'm sorry, he's a little bit dirty,
Come on,
just
you
like you,
fuckers, fight
Justin.
me.
A little bit.
Why? Fuck off, dude.
I'm a dirty old man.
He's trying to fucking fight us.
Look at this dude
No, you're saying
following
dirty
me.
old man. I just looted this
Height.
rail car, and all I found in it was handcuffs.
Hey, so Amber, what do you think? Vacuum tube, handcuffs?
Yeah, that sounds kinky.
Yeah, there you go.
Chicken.
I'll get her started on a vacuum tube. Look at this dude following me.
Wait, where are you at? We don't even. I only see Amber.
I went to Deathclaw Island to go farm some more black titanium for her armor. I got 6. That's great. Now I just need another fucking 75.
Oh, you're glitching out on my screen.
Me?
No. It shows him standing on top of the bush.
Look at this guy. This guy, this is like level 23, he just keeps following me around waving cash. He's like, dude, trade with me. Sorry man, I'm on a mission.
I'm
Don't
a
get
man
time for
on the
trade.
mission.
Okay, he finally gave up.
Now, we're gonna talk about this a little bit, but I mean, it doesn't exist now because Deadpool erased the timeline. But what did you think? What were your honest opinions of X-Men Wolverine Origins? Like, besides Deadpool, because we obviously all know that everybody fucking hates Deadpool. What the fuck is going on? This man... What the fuck?
Besides Deadpool?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Like,
fucking
besides
leaving
what they-
before he literally kills us.
Why does he keep hitting us?
Just fucking leave.
Wait, hold on, where are you?
We're over
saying
here at the
it's
trail
all
car.
right?
This guy, like, he's blowing shit up and hitting us.
Now I'm getting attacked by that robot that, like, fucking disappears.
Hold on,
Well-
I'm coming.
You fought her one time, let us fire, and, like, she disappears. Oh my god. This guy fucking...
I'm gonna go on area chat and have a conversation with him. You guys,
He's still fucking hitting us.
you guys jump servers.
You said jump servers?
Yeah, jump servers.
Okay.
I'll join you in a second.
Alright.
Go, I'll follow you.
Alright, it'll make me leave the team, so...
That's fine. We'll find each other.
Okay. Alright about that, everybody. We had to jump servers because this guy wanted to be a dick. And attack us.
You didn't do it correctly.
There we go.
What are you talking about?
This is the same server you guys were on.
Seriously?
What is-
But I don't see him anymore.
His pussy ass killed me and ran away.
Yeah, I know. He broke my hazmat suit, too.
Amber.
Yes, sir. There's an iBot over here. Hold on.
There's a what?
No, no. An
Oh.
iBot.
Mm.
Follow
I'm gonna
me.
kill it.
Alright. Speaking, you were speaking about mall rats, and guess who everybody says I am?
What?
They always say that I am, hold on. I wonder why he didn't accept.
He's going to the server. Follow me.
Okay. Where'd you go? Amber.
I hope these motherfuckers don't try to fucking kill us. They are.
Alright,
You playing your gun?
we're all back. Yay!
There you go.
Who's this guy that
Oh,
keeps
he-
following us?
He's trying to kill us. I left.
Are you guys being griefed again?
And I left. So,
Was it by the
Definitely
same
wrong.
guy?
no, a different one, I think.
The fuck?
They're dicks, I'm telling you. You know what was a good Kevin Smith movie that most people didn't really enjoy?
I swear
Besides
to God,
Clerks?
if you say Jersey Girl,
Mm-mm. Yoga Hosers.
I didn't like it.
I enjoyed it. I also didn't know that Colleen McKenzie, the other Colleen that's in the of the two blondes that are in the movie, is Kevin Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And I didn't know the kind of goth-looking Harley or Colleen is Johnny Depp's daughter.
If you want your mind further blown, Harley Quinn made her movie debut in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back as Baby Silent Bob.
Wait, she made her movie debut?
In Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back as Baby Silent Bob. Like, remember that very first scene?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Baby Silent Bob is actually Harley Quinn.
Huh? I didn't know that.
Yep.
In about 10
No.
minutes, I'm gonna have to go because I got company coming over apparently.
Oh, gotcha. I'm trying to find Welch. Who the fuck is Welch? There it is.
But you're talking about the movie Mallrats. You know who people tell me I'm mostly like, and it kind of pisses me off a little bit.
TS?
Vanna,
I've heard that.
your
No,
job.
Shannon.
Easter Bunny.
No, people say I remind them of Shannon. I don't know why. I hate Shannon.
I see it all so clearly now.
Have
I
you
can
seen?
see clearly now that he's Shannon.
Fuck you.
Probably is.
Have you seen Captain
He's
Marvel?
so clearly Shannon Doherty.
Have you seen Captain Marvel yet?
Yeah.
Amber, are you going to see Captain Marvel?
No, but I'm gonna go see Endgame.
Okay, well, do you mind if I say something about Captain Marvel?
I'm gonna
Okay.
buy
To how?
Amber a vacuum tube.
I love it how I love it how for all of like since you met Nick Fury, all like the biggest mystery about him was how he lost his eye. And
No,
all he would
no,
say
don't.
about it.
Do not, don't.
Why we don't talk about that?
No, I fucking hated that.
I did too. Like, but I also kind of loved it how like how he lost his eye is also a Red Lantern Corps member. So, and Red Lantern Corps is one of my favorites. That and Black are kind of... Do you seriously not talk about that?
I fucking hate that they did that to Nick Fury.
Right?
I hate it. I legitimately hate it.
I mean, I do too. That's what I was saying. I love it how...
Poopy? Let me see him.
Like, because it was so stupid, like... Yeah, he trusted somebody. Oh, it turns out to be this motherfucker that he trusted? The hell? It's so anticlimactic. Are they trying to say that all things like that are assholes? What'd you think of the last Endgame second to last Endgame trailer that we had where Thor? Oh, you haven't seen that one?
I have stayed. Usually, I don't care about spoilers. I have stayed very far away from Endgame trailers. I just want to see if my theory, when the movie comes out, I want to see if my theory is true.
What is your theory?
So, hold on one second. Let me finish reading this. Among ruins and mold. There it is. Okay. Burgers and hot dogs. Oh, it's right fucking there. My theory goes like this. You've seen all the Marvel movies, right?
Yeah, I'm rewatching them all in canonic order. I'm on Infinity War right now, so I'm on the last one.
So, it ties in mostly with Age of Ultron. My theory ties in mostly with Age of Ultron and Infinity War.
Okay.
So in Age of Ultron, who is the only person to budge Thor's hammer?
Cap.
Okay. And then in Infinity War, who catches the gauntlet when Thanos reaches out for him and is able to push Thanos back?
Oh God. Wasn't it? It was Spider-Man, wasn't it?
No, it was Cap.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, okay. So you're talking about like when he's striking, he grabs
Right at
it
the
and
end?
pushes it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like he doesn't push him too far back, but he's able to catch the gauntlet and push him back a little bit. And so, and Thanos has this look on his face like, what the fuck? In Infinity War, they make it explicitly clear that the gauntlet and Mjolnir were made in the same place.
We're made from the Dying Star. Yeah.
Yeah, in the Dalavir, okay? So, my hunch is that somehow Cap is going to get... And Cap is the only one other than Thor who's been able to manipulate that shit. My theory is that Cap is going to somehow get his hands on the gauntlet in Endgame, and he's going to snap everyone back to life, but because he's human, that's going to kill him. And that gives so it's going to be Cap for everybody. And it's further tied in to the fact that in the comics, in the Infinity Gauntlet comic book, Captain America was the last person standing against Thanos. He was the one person that no matter what, Thanos was not able to bring down. This is after he brought down Thor, the Hulk, Drax, you know what I mean? So, I've got a very big hunch about Captain America in this movie.
Right, and the common theory about Cap is that he's gonna, like, he's not gonna make it.
Yeah, and that's why I
Like,
think
that's why they brought in Captain Marvel so soon as they did, not only to tie in that Captain Marvel was the only one that was able to harness the power of the Infinity Stones, but as the new captain of the
Avengers.
of Phase 4.
Yeah, but what's gonna piss me off is if she comes in and she just wrecks Thanos right off the bat. I want, like, nothing against Carol. I love Carol, but I believe that whoever defeats Thanos should be one of the originals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if they had introduced her early on, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But because, like, I feel like they're bringing her in as kind of like a Deus Ex. Deus Ex. And I really hope that's not the case.
Right. It's like Captain Marvel just walks up to Captain America, is like, "Excuse me, sir, do you have a minute to talk about a Lord and Savior, Deus Ex Machina?"
Right.
But I'm currently doing that whole challenge that's circulating around Facebook where before getting ready for Endgame, like, you have to watch all of the Marvel movies in canonic order.
Right.
And I'm doing that right now. Like, I am on Infinity War, so I am... As far as the canonic order goes, I'm on the last movie before Endgame.
There you go.
You know, what was kind of stupid about the canonic order is it went Captain America first Avenger, and then it went to Captain Marvel. I was like, wait a second, what? And then I realized,
right.
Oh yeah, that's because it takes place kind of like right after Steve Rogers.
And I was actually doing answering someone on Facebook earlier today. Someone asked me to grade all the Marvel movies, like, give them grades, like A through F, whatever. And I'm catching some heat on some of my grades, and I'm like, fuck you people, this is my opinion. So, Iron Man, A+, Incredible Hulk, A, Iron Man 2, A, Thor, A, Cap, First Avenger, A+, Avengers, A+, Iron Man 3, fucking F.
That movie was terrible.
Thor: The Dark World, B.
I would have given it an F. That movie was kind of terrible in my opinion too, so...
Dark World?
Yeah.
Why? I just don't see all the hate for it. I don't get it. Why does everyone hate on that movie?
I mean, I really don't hate it. It just, it didn't really grab me. Yeah, it was a Thor movie, but it was kind of like, okay.
See, that's how I feel about Ragnarok. Like, that's the one that I don't like.
Ragnarok was okay in my opinion. The only thing I really liked about it was the fact that we got a more fleshed out Hulk.
See, they could have done that by giving Hulk his own movie.
Yeah,
Again.
see, my biggest theory for Endgame, my biggest theory is the reason why Hulk did not come out at all in Endgame. It's not because he was afraid of Thanos kicking his ass. It was he was tired of coming in and saving Bruce's ass.
No. It is fear, because Thanos is the first one to defeat him. I mean, technically, you could say Hulkbuster is the first one to defeat him.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Yeah. But he was under mind control at the time. He wasn't himself. Thanos is the first one to legitimately beat the Hulk. And that scares him, because Hulk is the strongest one there is. Well, now there's someone out there who's apparently stronger, and that scares the shit out of him.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Are you willing to do a podcast with me as far as, like, comics and Marvel movies and shit goes? Because that's what I wanted to start, but I have nobody to do it with. And you're a little bit more knowledgeable on the comics and the cinematic universe.
Right. Yeah, I mean, now don't mistake me. I am far from an encyclopedia.
Right.
There are wide gaps in my comic knowledge, because I don't obviously follow everything. But what I do follow, I fucking follow. You know what I mean?
Right, it's kind of like me. Like, I have... And this might nerd you out a little bit, but still in its packaging, I have all of the new Teen Titans comics.
Oh, nice.
I have
Wait,
gold ore.
From the 80s?
Mm-hmm.
So you have the first Deathstroke.
Yes. Where it was labeled as the new Teen Titans.
Yeah, it's New Teen Titans #2.
Yeah.
First Deathstroke. You have that?
Mm-hmm.
And is that a reprint?
Mm-mm.
Nice, dude.
My ex didn't know what she had. She had all of these comics.
Oh, you
That she-
fucking shifty bastard.
No, what it was is she gave
I
me.
get these in the divorce.
No, I haven't been married. I actually haven't even been married once yet. My ex decided that she wanted to give me all of her comics for my 20th birthday gift. So like, thanks, that's really sweet, but I can't take these because I see what you have here. Why would you give these to me? Why don't you just sell them? You know, because I was still dating her at the time.
And nod.
Well, I was still dating her at the time. That's why I was like, "Are you sure you want to give these to me? Because if we break up, I'm not giving them back." She goes, "Yeah, that's fine." Okay.
And if you still got that type of trepidation about it, I'll take them off your hands. Shit.
No. No. I also have a Daredevil issue signed by Stan Lee,
Nice.
and that's
Dude.
not going anywhere either.
You want to? I'm gonna turn the nerding out around on you. Like, this is our Princess Bride sword fight right here, where you go, I'm actually not left-handed, and I turn around and I'm like, I'm not left-handed either.
Right.
My mom, as I mentioned, she worked in entertainment. She actually worked a good deal with Stan Lee in the 90s, and I got to meet him several times.
Bro, that would be awesome to meet him. Well, I mean, we can't meet him now, but
He was the fucking man. Like,
how? Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Pause that. How the
You
fuck
want me to-
are you all the way up there?
I have marsupial.
Is that a mutation?
Yeah.
I was like, how the fuck does he get up there?
Because I'm thinking about Stan Lee, and now I believe I can fly.
Excelsior.
Right? But
My favorite
the,
Stan Lee moment, besides one that they actually both happened in Age of Ultron, but one of them was, are you Tony Stank?
What?
That's actually Civil War.
Oh, yeah, that is Civil War. My bad. The other one was from Age of Ultron, where Thor is talking about the alcohol that he has that's been brewed for like a millennium. Stop trying to scare. It'll like hurt you. Whatever he said. It's not good for you. And they're like, so was something else. And then he's like, give it here, Junior. And he pours him a little bit, and at the very end, he's drunk as shit, and it was like, Excelsior. Who the hell is firing?
It's not meant for mortal men. He's like, neither was Omaha Beach, Blondie. Stop trying to scare us.
Excelsior.
Yeah.
You know the one cameo that Stan Lee hated the most? Was the Deadpool cameo.
Get hold of him.
He didn't like being a DJ at a strip club. He did not like it.
Right.
He went on record as to say, like, he fucking hated it.
Well, it was funny.
Oh yeah, it was funny
But
as shit.
let me-
Next on stage, Chastity.
Yeah. Let me, so I'm gonna take you on a tour of my Stan Lee memory. It's gonna make me sound like a douche. I'm really not trying to be a douche with it. Like, I fucking love telling the story.
Oh, it's fine. Go right ahead. I like listening. Where are you, Amber?
So-
Why are you saying oh shit? Hold on. Why are you saying oh shit, Amber?
Cause I'm getting butt fucked.
Go on.
Go on. Anyway, continue your Stanley story.
No, she's getting both of us. I want to hear more about that.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up.
I mean, you got video, or...
You have Cash App, so we can share.
You got a premium Snapchat? Alright, so I got into Marvel when I was 9. Before that, my life was Ninja Turtles. Nothing but Ninja Turtles. Like, maybe some He-Man and Ghostbusters, but like, Ninja Turtles eat, slept, and breathed it, you know?
Yeah.
And every year on my birthday, my parents would give me 2 new Ninja Turtle figures, and I would, you know, shit my pants. And then when I turned 9, instead of 2 Ninja Turtle figures, I got the figure of Nightcrawler, who, from that day on, has been my favorite character in all of fiction. There's a little Nightcrawler figure with the suction pads on his hand and feet. And another character that, like, 3 other people remember, his name is Cruel. But I want to ask if you remember him, because no one does. But anyway, I was just like, what the fuck is Nightcrawler? Who are the X-Men? I need answers, you know?
Yeah.
So my friends were like, oh, X-Men, it's a cartoon on Saturday mornings. I was like, alright, sweet. So I started watching the cartoon, and it would say based on the comics by Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, so I'd be like, alright, I need to go get some comics. And I started getting into comics, and I just, like, fucking fell in, you know what I mean? So a year later, I'm 10 years old, I'm in 4th grade, and my professor, my teacher, Mr. Greenaway, gave me, like, to this day, like, the best fucking project I've ever had in any school, in any class, whatever. Interview who you want to be like when you grow up. And I was like, well, I mean, every issue began with Stan Lee Presents, you know? So I was like, Stan Lee's got to be the guy, right? He's like the guy in charge. I want to interview him because I want to be like him who created this world, blah, blah, blah. So I'm sitting at dinner one night, my mom's there, and I was like, I guess I looked like really fucking sad. She was like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm going to fail my project because I'm supposed to interview who I want to be like when I grow up, but I have no way of interviewing him. She's like, who is it? I was like, it's Stan Lee. She's like, oh, yeah, that's rough. So, you know, because I didn't know that she was working with him at the time or anything like that. And then 2 days later, she's like, hey, so, you're out of school today. I called you out sick because we're going to go to the doctor. I was like, okay. So we start going, and I was just like, this isn't the way we normally go. She's like, yeah, it's a new doctor. I was like, alright, whatever. So I'm playing my Game Boy. I don't even notice as I'm pulling into this parking lot the sign for Marvel, you know, that I noticed as we were leaving later on. So I'm walking into the building and I'm just noticing all this artwork and I'm like, this doctor's awesome, you know? I was like, this doctor's got good taste. You're still there, right?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm just intently listening.
Okay.
Waiting on bated breath.
Right? So we go up, and it's like, you know, I don't want to say we're on the 9th floor, 10th floor, whatever. And we walk into this conference room, and it's just a long conference table. Stan Lee's there with just a pile of Marvel treasure, like toys, posters, 2 t-shirts, and a bunch of comics. And I'm like, I'd only ever seen the guy's picture like in this big Marvel treasury book that I'd gotten before that time. It was like a big blue book, Spider-Man on the cover, all in the building, and it's like the history of Marvel up to that point. And I fucking read the shit out of that book, and so I knew what Stan Lee looked like. And I walk in the room, and he's there with this pile of goodies. And I just turn around, my mom's like, bye. And I'm like, what? 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 He's just like, hey there, true believer. I'm Stan Lee. And I'm like, what? Like, I was shitting my fucking pants, man. And so, like, I got to interview him for, like, a couple hours. But, like, keep in mind, I'm only a year into Marvel. I don't know shit, you know? Like, I'm just a 10-year-old kid, and my questions were like, what would your favorite power be to have? And who's your favorite character? And blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks later, and it was a great experience, don't get me wrong, but I felt like I was asking like the dumbest questions, you know. And then 2 weeks later, I'm being given a tour of the Marvel Animation Studios because I was all over the X-Men and Spider-Man cartoons at the time. And I was like, back then, that's what I wanted to be an animator. So
that you're a lucky bastard for that, by the way.
Oh,
I bet it was. I bet it was great.
Even, the best part isn't even. I haven't even told you the best part yet. So, so I'm walking. It's like 2 weeks later. I'm walking through the animation studio, following this guy named Mike, and we go through like a connecting hallway from one building to another. And as we enter the connecting hallway, at the other end, you know, the door that we're heading to, we see Stan Lee come in, and he comes down the hallway, and I'm like, oh shit, Stan Lee. And then Mike is like, oh, Mr. Lee, this is Hal, and he wants to be an animator for us when he's older. He's like, oh, I already know Hal. We're already very good friends. And I just wanted to fall on my knees like Wayne and Garth in Wayne's World, like, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. That's still not the best part. Fast forward to when I'm 27. Okay, I haven't seen or heard from Stan Lee. You know, from that time. I was 10 years old. I'm 27 now, and I was at San Diego Comic-Con. And I'm walking out of breakfast at the hotel. Stan Lee and his group are walking in. And so I'm just like, oh fuck, Stan Lee. So I go to shake his hand, and his guy gets between us. He's like, hey, you know. Stan's like, no, it's okay, you know, I love meeting my fans. So I was like, hey there, true believer. Good to meet you. Always great to meet a fan. I'm like, Stan, you look great. It's great to see you again after all this time. We met many, many years ago. He used to work with my mom, and I told him her name. He used to work with my mom. He's just like, holy Christ, you're Hal. I was like, shut the fuck up. What?
What?
Dude, my breakfast almost came out both ends, man. I was like, what the fuck?
Ew.
No way. I was just like, I can't believe you remember. He's just like, well, hey, we're about to sit down for breakfast. Do you want to join us? I was like, Stan, I just ate. I'm full. Fuck yes, I'll join you. You know? And like, remember now, I'm 27. I know everything Marvel now. Like, I've had the time, you know, to finally be able to learn everything that I could about Marvel. And so, like, he's with a group of like 7 people. We're at this breakfast for like an hour and a half. There's no one else at the table but him and me. You know what I mean? Like, his attention was just on me pretty much the whole time. And like, we're having this talk, we're laughing, we're telling jokes about characters, and I finally get to ask him the questions that like I've always wanted to ask him. Like, dude, let's talk about Doctor Doom and like the psychology behind all that. Let's talk about Galactus, man. How the hell did you and Jack with Galactus? Like, really? Like, let's get deep with this shit. Like, we, you know, he's just like, well, hey, like at the end of breakfast, they were getting ready to leave. He's like, well, hey, before we go, let me ask, do you have any comics in that book bag of yours? And I was just like, yeah. And so I pulled out the comics that I had in my backpack, and he just put them in his hands and just started signing them. And I was just like, are you
God
serious?
among man.
Silver Surfer number 4, X-Men number 12, X-Men number 57,
Alright, guys.
Giant Size X-Men number 1, and Fantastic
I
Four
just
number 5.
died and now y'all helping me.
Where are you? You just dis-fucking-peared.
I'm traveling while y'all fucking nerd out.
Why are you traveling?
Okay, I'm sorry, but that sounded exactly like Kevin Smith. Why are you traveling?
Well, that's another thing, is that I can do a
Because
lot
y'all
of
just
voices.
standing the fuck around doing nothing.
What do
We
you mean
should have
doing
gotten our
nothing?
attention.
First of all, we're not doing nothing.
We're doing something. We are
Yeah.
nerding out.
Yeah,
Okay.
well,
this is.
Then I'm gonna get off and let y'all nerd out.
No, it's
she's gonna
okay.
get
I
off
mean,
'cause she was just getting fucking butt.
alright,
but I
quick
think we
question
have to
before
get
I have to get off. Because my company is
what
about
kind
to
of
be
pervs are you two?
Look.
Shut up.
God damn it,
He's
Hal.
like, after that Stanley story, he needs to go get a.
I need to go. Anyway, what'd you think of what they did to fuck, it's not Rogue, it's, fuck.
Mystique?
No, not Mystique.
Like, don't get me started on those X-Men movies.
This is gonna piss you off because I can't remember her name, but her and Cyclops had a thing.
Jean Grey?
Yes. What happened?
Her and Cyclops had a thing? What do you...
What? Okay, wait.
No,
what was with
It's 'cause he lays on his stomach.
what was with X-Men's thing, the movie, and
Don't.
I just want to know why the fuck did they do what they did to her, as far as like make her such a dick after 2. Like, I know she died, but she didn't die.
Because
But,
they
like-
were trying to give us their Nerf bat version of the Phoenix Saga, and you can't do that in one movie. You can't.
Right.
And that's why the new Dark
Guys.
Phoenix movie is gonna bomb too.
Guys,
We're coming.
Yes.
I'm getting off.
Why you gotta get
Is that
off?
what she sounds like when she's getting on?
Oh my gosh.
She's just like in the bathroom like, guys, I'm getting off.
Because I have to go wash my son's bottles and make dinner.
Holding a vacuum tube. I'm getting off.
And handcuffs.
Right.
I'm done talking to y'all.
Love you, Amber.
Yeah, no you don't.
Yeah, we do.
Bye.
Bye.
No, I'm just gonna go cry in the shower.
Goku, you have one more. Hype
Yeah, go
Sonic
cry out in
Lion
the
Tamer.
shower. Go cry
Why
out
you-
in the shower as you get off.
You're so mean to me.
I love you, Amber.
Not you.
Oh, I'm just saying I love you, Amber, because if I didn't love you, I wouldn't be playing this game right now, because I'm in the middle of a run in Kingdom Hearts.
I don't know, man. Like, that might not necessarily be true just because watching her, like, go off and do her thing. She's like, hey, protect me, and then she runs off and does her own thing. She's like, I just fucking died. I'm like, yeah, why do you think that is?
I'm trying to be fucking brave, okay?
I'm a brave boy. Not a brave enough boy for this!
And that's why, like, the other day when she jumped off my camp and she's like, come heal me. I'm like, no, because you won't learn anything if I do.
She jumped off of your camp?
Yeah, like, my
I
camp
fell.
is in the
Shut up.
mountain.
I didn't jump off, I fell.
No, you
Oh,
jumped
that's-
off.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Yes.
Alright, Amber, I'll talk to you later then.
Later, Amber.
Never mind, because Elijah's being cranky, so I'm not gonna be able to wash him right now.
Alright, welcome back, Amber.
Welcome back!
Gosh.
Hold
You
on,
miss me?
hold on.
Oh, it's terribly.
Good.
Where the fuck are you, actually?
Mary Blaine Trip? Train yard, I think? A train yard.
Train yard. Okay, well, there's just one of those in this game, so I'll be right there.
Okay.
There's like 5.
Come on, what is your problem today? You've been so good, then you started acting up. No. No.
Oh, what are the things? Whoa, Amber is the color of your energy. Justin, I know you know that song, right?
What song?
Oh, Amber is the color of your energy.
Whoa, Amber is the color of your energy.
Yeah.
Whoa,
Whoa.
shades of
gold
colors
displayed
glowing naturally.
She's never heard of that.
What? You've never heard Amber by 311?
Oh.
What?
Who the fuck is 311?
Oh my Jesus. Oh my God.
man.
With
Why
that,
are you
I'm getting
friends
off.
with her, man?
Okay, bye.
I have to go pick up my friend because she was gonna come over, right? And she's